Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It seems Call of Duty is about to be repeating some history here, some not all that distant history either when it comes to Call of Duty 2025. Black Ops 7, they are going to be doing a similar situation yet again. Although it's still unique in a lot of ways, it has some pros that could play out very well for the not super distant future. It also, though, has some cons that could backfire pretty tremendously at the same time. As of right now, because we are still a decent ways out from all this obviously coming to fruition, equal opportunity there, pros versus cons, but Call of Duty is doing this again. We've got a direct sequel game coming up for the second time now. The first situation where we ever had this happen was Modern Warfare 2022 going into Modern Warfare 3. Now, obviously, with this, it was the first of its kind, a direct sequel following up the previous game right after the year following, right? So we go right from MW2 directly into MW3. This introduces things like carry forward, allowing Modern Warfare 2 content to be fully accessible in Modern Warfare 3. Kind of negates the purpose of Modern Warfare 2 existing beyond its original year for a large chunk of the content, but also maybe made Modern Warfare 3 feel like a little bit less of a complete game and more of an extension. And if that's your thoughts, so be it, you know, to each their own, right? But that was the first time we ever had a direct sequel. Now, though, we're gonna see a similar situation where Black Ops 6 ends, we're jumping right into Black Ops 7. Now, obviously, you look back at that not so distant history with MW2 and MW3, and it was a unique situation and also one that ended up in a very surprising, I guess, result, right? Because Modern Warfare 2 had all the hype, and a lot of that hype died out very quickly after the game released and players got full hands-on and just were largely underwhelmed, right, with the direction that Infinity Ward went with Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3, on the other hand, basically had no hype whatsoever because it was viewed so heavily as just a DLC or more like MW2, which players already weren't happy with. And yet, Modern Warfare 3 was able to sustain players and actually grow the player base throughout the majority of the year, something that COD hasn't done in quite some time, and Modern Warfare 2 definitely didn't. So the lesser expectations there for MW3 ended up being exceeded way more, and MW2 fell short. And now we're almost in a very similar situation where Black Ops 6 had a ton of hype. Oh, 4-year development cycle, you know, back to Treyarch here. They've had a lot of time to work on this, a lot of promising things with Omni movement and various other systems coming to play here. Warzone integration on the same engine. A million reasons to be excited for the game, right? Justifiably so. And just like Modern Warfare 2, the first month of the game, there's a ton of hype, and then it very quickly falls off and it goes downward spiraling. Almost in a direct comparison to MW2, because the game was so buggy and glitchy, whereas Modern Warfare 2 was more just gameplay design, right? Wasn't as broken, but players just didn't like the game. But Black Ops 6 follows a very similar trend. And now we're coming up on Black Ops 7 here, and once more, direct sequel could introduce the prospect of carryover, already kind of being looked at as, oh, is this just another Black Ops 6 DLC? Is this a similar situation there? There's certainly going to be less hype for Black Ops 7. Most likely, there's a good chance also, though, that they do a full reveal and they introduce some pretty crazy things that do establish a good amount of hype, or the beta plays phenomenally. Like, those are also absolute situations that could happen in reality. We're going to have to see, but currently this feels like we're reliving history, right? We're repeating history with MW2 and MW3. There is, however, a very distinct difference in these situations, and that's the fact that Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were developed by two different Call of Duty studios. Infinity Ward did Modern Warfare 2, Sledgehammer did Modern Warfare 3 in far, far less time. Black Ops 6 was Treyarch. Black Ops 7 is also going to be Treyarch as the lead dev. Now, all these titles had support from the other studios, whether it be Infinity Ward helping out Sledgehammer with certain parts on MW3, Treyarch doing certain parts on MW3, Raven doing parts on Black Ops 7, Sledge doing parts on Black Ops 7, right? Like, that's basically how Call of Duty is now, where they're all interconnected. Everything is being supported by everyone. There's just a lead dev who gets their design pushed everywhere. That's the, top of the umbrella, if you will, here, right? But that is a big deal. That's a big shift, having two different studios work on two games back to back versus having one take the lead on both of them. That's a big change. And like I said, there are pros, there are cons to this situation. Like, we saw it actually play out pretty well during Modern Warfare 3, where the game did turn around. The community sentiment did turn around, and Modern Warfare 3 found a lot of success throughout post-launch compared to MW2. Black Ops 7 has the chance to do this as well. Again, time is going to tell. Pros to this, though, absolutely, because Treyarch is developing back to back, they have a situation where they can instantly respond to engaged feedback in Black Ops 6 on things and apply those systems right away to Black Ops 7 and already be plenty familiar with them. Whereas in a different situation where they're looking at Modern Warfare 2, right? Sledgehammer's looking at this and it's like, okay, players aren't happy with the movement in Modern Warfare 2. Well, now Sledge has to recreate a system and redo a system that they didn't initially build. Infinity Ward built that movement out. Sledgehammer did not, so they have to learn it, adapt to it on the fly in minimal time, change it and revamp it, turn it into the more slide cancel friendly movement, more aggressive movement that we had in Modern Warfare 3, right? So that's just one example, but clearly makes the situation more difficult when you have to go between the two studios, communicate there, figure out things and get familiar with it. Treyarch doesn't have that barrier from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. They're going to be going right in, fully available. They know exactly how things are going to function, what's going to work, what's not going to work, how they need to tune things. There's much more familiarity there, which objectively is a great thing. At the same time, though, we might already be seeing this in Black Ops 6 with the current state of the game. How much are they able to focus on Black Ops 7 right now because they're doing so much in Black Ops 6, releasing new seasons, releasing new updates, having to fix a million different broken things that are going on with all these new seasons and all these new updates, right? How much are they dedicating time to Black Ops 7, making sure that's polished for launch, supposedly 5 years of development time now on that, versus with the development of Black Ops 7, how much have they been able to focus on Black Ops 6? Is because they're focused so much on Black Ops 7 now? Is that why the seasons of Black Ops 6 have been so underwhelming, so broken, so problematic? Because they're not receiving the standard attention that they'd usually get if they weren't having to rush out a game just 1 year after they just dropped one? So there are things that could, lean either way there, pro versus con, really, that are going to have a big impact on this. And we'll probably understand just how big of a pro or how big of a con this could end up being when we get full hands on Black Ops 7 here, and really not all that distant of a future. Late summer we're probably going to have full-on reveals followed by a beta of some kind, and then not too long after that the full launch will be here. But it is an interesting scenario. I think some people rightfully are going to be pretty worried about Black Ops 7, especially until they can get hands-on. Personally, I wouldn't be pre-ordering. I wouldn't be, willing to bet that the game's going to be good until you can get hands-on with the open beta for free. You don't have to put anything into it, no pre-order, nothing like that. Play it, see if you like it, and then make your decision from there. Or see how the game launches, wait a few days, wait a few weeks, see what the general reception is to it, and then make your decision from there. Don't blame those people who want to be more hesitant and skeptical at all, because Call of Duty hasn't really established a fantastic track record at this point, but the track record they do have in this very, very unique situation is that Modern Warfare 3, a direct sequel title, definitely outperformed in terms of community sentiment and general appreciation, outperforms its predecessor in Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops 7 has all the opportunity in the world to do the same, especially considering just how underwhelming Black Ops 6 has been for a large portion of this year with the content, with the bugs and glitches, the post-launch support. Black Ops 7, the bar is not all that high to, further exceed past Black Ops 6 and raise the bar higher than what we currently have with BO6 as it stands. So it's an interesting situation. Call of Duty is running this scenario back. They now have experience with it as well, which hopefully will be applied, for good things. We're going to have to wait and see. Obviously, though, we are approaching this time where we're going to keep learning more and more and more about Black Ops 7, either through leaks, rumors, official reveals soon to come as well. So there's lots on the horizon. If you want to stay up to date with all of it, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.